which queen only got sober after breaking up with her fellow RuPaul drag star? Who almost quit drag due to mental health and addiction problems? Are Crystal Methyd and Gigi Good a thing? Hi, I'm Dylan. Today, we reveal where 10 RuPaul queens, who also deserve to win, are today. Without further ado, number 10, Raven. About a decade ago, several fans took to Reddit and Core to voice why they thought Raven deserved the crown in Season 2, and later All Stars 1. It's no secret that David Petrushin from California, or as we know her, Raven, is an Emmy-nominated makeup artist. Like, how excited were we to see her recently sashay back into the workroom to coach the Season 12 girls on effective arguing techniques? Well, after claiming the spot of runner-up in Season 2 back then, Raven didn't let any grass grow under her feet. For one, she's been the makeup artist for Mama Ru herself since Season 9 of Drag Race. As if that wasn't amazing enough, she's also a creative producer of Drag Race and All Stars. Of course, we also love Raven and Raja's YouTube show, RuPaul's Drag Race Fashion Photo Review. Career aside, what's the tea on Raven's love life? Well, Raven and her boyfriend Martin have been happily together for a few years now. I mean, how cute are these two in this photo? Couples who drag together, stay together. Next up, number 9, Manila Luzon. We saw Carl Philip Michael Westerberg, or Manila Luzon, as a Season 3 runner-up and again on Seasons 1 and 4 of All Stars. Sadly, she was repeatedly robbed of a crown. But no setback can stop this queen. Luzon recently released an album, RuPaul's, and she has also featured on TV shows like Eastsiders, General Hospital, and AJ and the Queen. This is one queen who has known tragedy in love. Westerberg used to live with Sahara, Antoine Ashley, from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 2. Sadly, after happily dating for 6 years, Luzon was devastated when Ashley passed away from heart failure. After picking up the pieces, our beloved Manila found love again a few years later with Michael Alvarez, or Mike J. Rez. The two lovebirds first met in a gay sports bar during a preview of a RuPaul's Drag U episode. It wasn't long before Luzon went down on one knee in Chile during an onstage performance. And just before Christmas the following year, the couple were wed with an Elvis impersonator as the officiant. Check out this cute Instagram pic, and also this one. And on to number 8, Alaska. While many believed Alaska should have been crowned in Season 5 of Mother Ru's Race, at least she won All Stars too. On the career front, Alaska, aka Justin Andrew Hennard, has been super busy. She's released so many singles that I can't even list them all now, but the most recent ones include her second album, Pound Cake, as well as her and Jeremy McCush's debut album, Amethyst Journey. And don't forget about her and William Belly's hilarious podcast, Race Chaser, where the two discuss every episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. Alaska dated fellow drag queen Sharon Needles for many years, but they separated about 7 years ago. Alaska only recently spilled about the breakup. In an interview with Hey Queen, Alaska said there were a lot of factors for the split. One being how she didn't want to disappoint fans who were rooting for them, and another being Sharon's need to be in the limelight in their relationship as well. Michelle Visage said, "I helped him with his sobriety. Alaska couldn't shine in the shadow of Sharon Needles, but since they split, she's blossomed." Alaska added more details about their breakup, sharing that they were both drunk, got in a physical fight, and that same night, Alaska moved out and gave up drinking completely. As far as we know, Alaska is single at the moment. Silence! Next, number 7, Adore Delano. No one can really argue that Bianca Del Rio didn't deserve to win Season 6, but woman, it was close. So what has Delano been up to since then? Right now, Delano's Danny Noriega shares her time between performances with other queens, club gigs, and her own touring schedule as a musician. A few years ago, Adore released her debut studio album, Till Death Do Us Party. It rocketed to number 3 on the Billboard Dance Electronic Albums chart, and number 59 on the Billboard 200. As of 3 years ago, Danny is non-binary, saying that gender isn't a real thing. It's just something they came up with to categorize and control people. Delano has admitted to being very private when it comes to dating, so we don't know much. Adore doesn't seem to be dating anyone, but we can't forget those rumors of her and Bianca Del Rio. Well, Delano did appear in the reality show X on the Beach, where celebrity singles live together in a mansion and are ambushed by their exes. Cue the drama, girl! And now for number 6, Courtney Act. Season 6 sure had some incredible talent all on one stage. Who can forget Courtney Act, aka Shane Gilberto Janek? Well, post RuPaul's Drag Race, Courtney hasn't slowed down her career one bit. You might have heard that she was the runner-up on season 16 of Dancing with the Stars in Australia, and she won the Australian series Celebrity Big Brother. She also has her own series, The Courtney Act Show, and this year, she'll appear in a famous Australian soap opera, Neighbours. What's up with her love life? Well, here's what she had to say about dating and her hectic touring schedule. My best option right now is location-based dating apps. Thanks to Dancing with the Stars, I've got my 28-year-old body back. I was tempted to put a new head and torso shot on my dating app profile, but I chickened out. She told Now to Love that love is taking a backseat for now, but that she's grateful for the support of her close friends Bianca Del Rio and Adore Delano. We send messages day and night, no matter where we are in the world. Sweet, right? Next up, number 5, Ginger Minj. Season 7's Ginger Minj, in real life Joshua Eads Brown, was a crowd favorite to win. But don't fear, she's been keeping busy. On the music front, Ginger released her debut album, Sweet Tea, a few years ago, and we're excited for the long-awaited second album. Minj also voiced the character Lemon Chiffon in the 2018 Netflix original Super Drags. He starred in the musical comedy film Dumplin' and, earlier this year, acted in the Netflix comedy AJ and the Queen. The next bit is just the sweetest. After having a few bad experiences with men who were only interested in her for her fame, Minj's faith in men was restored when she met her husband Chris. Their wedding was the coolest affair ever, as they married in a surprise ceremony officiated by Michelle Visage. Where? At RuPaul's DragCon in New York City. Minj commemorated the happy occasion with an Instagram post thanking Visage for her support. Although there were rumors that the marriage didn't last, this recent Instagram post of the two lovebirds suggests otherwise. Up next is number 4, Katya. Who doesn't remember the iconic Katya from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 7 and later All Stars 2? Sadly, this fierce but deserving queen didn't win either competition. Out of drag, Katya is Brian McCook, who is a gay man. However, when in drag, Katya actually identifies as bisexual. About 2 years ago, McCook announced a break from drag for mental health reasons. In a later episode of his podcast, Whimsically Volatile, a recovered Brian described his addiction problems. He said he had suffered a psychotic break due to overuse of methamphetamines. After returning back to drag stronger than ever, Katya finished her Help Me, I'm Dying tour last year and rejoined Trixie Mattel on their YouTube series, As far as we can tell, McCook is single and focusing on work. In an interview with HuffPost, the interviewer complimented him on his YouTube channel, and he responded, "Thank you so much. My channel's my baby. Some women have babies, I have a YouTube channel." Number 3, Shea Coulee. Season 9 was one of the most exciting finales ever. If the finale rules hadn't changed that year, many think Shea Coulee should have won. What's Shea up to today? Well, very recently, she joined forces for a lineup of NYC performances titled Nubia, with Peppermint, Bob the Drag Queen, The Vixen, Monique Hart, and Bibi Zahara Benet. Good grief, what a star-studded show! The 31-year-old Jaren Morel, whom we know as Coulee, told Advocate of her intention to retire by 40. If we're gonna be real, people don't care about drag queens when they don't look young and hot and fresh anymore. Apart from the music album she's been working on for 3 years, she really wants to present a collection at Fashion Week. In an interview with Billboard, Shea explained that even before she appeared on RuPaul's show, doing drag gave her more confidence and made her feel more comfortable approaching men in bars. Did you know that she met her current boyfriend of 2 years in one of those bars? Coulee is quite private, but spilled some tea earlier this year on her official Instagram account. Meet Dan Polyak. In the post, she wished her baby Dan a happy Valentine's Day, saying she couldn't have asked for a better boyfriend, partner, best friend, and Pomeranian co-parent. She also shared how she knew 5 years ago when they made eye contact through a crowded room that Dan would be one of, if not the greatest love of her life. On that note, it's time for number 2, Brook Lynn Hytes. While Evie Oddly was definitely a fierce winner in season 11, we can't help imagining Brook Lynn Hytes with that crown. But Brook Lynn Hytes has made history as a permanent Canada's Drag Race judge ever since. He will judge alongside Unreal actor Jeffrey Boyer Chapman and fashion icon, and referring next top model mentor judge Stacey McKenzie. Impressive, wow. So, is her personal life running as smoothly as her career? Last year, we saw our first on-screen romance in herstory with Brook Lynn Hytes and Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. Sadly, #Branjie's not a thing anymore. Yes, during the season 11 reunion, Brook and Vanjie confirmed their breakup. Brook Lynn told Mama Ru that he still cared for Vanjie, but that we dated for about 4 months after the show and we tried to make it work, but he was traveling all the time. I wasn't traveling at all, so we never really saw each other. Vanjie added, I wanted the notebook experience and I was getting a post-it. But it's okay, and that's why we're on good terms. We recognized it early. Ladies, next is number 1, Crystal Methyd. We all know that Crystal Methyd didn't end up winning season 12 after all. Of course, she has many fanatic fans who would have loved to see her accepting the crown instead of Jada. What's the deal with the rumors about Crystal and fellow season 12 queen Gigi though? Well, Crystal told ET's Bryce Sander that, me and Gigi are soulmates. Crystal also laughed, saying he's seen and loves the fan videos of the two of them laughing and dancing together with the romantic music added to it. Crystal discussed their possible relationship with ET. We're in quarantine, so we haven't been able to spend that much time together. Once we get back in the same room, maybe we'll see how a relationship goes. We'd like to leave you with some famous words of wisdom. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Thanks for watching. We're sure you also have a queen you would have loved to see win. Let us know. How about a video on All Stars 5? Tell us in the comments. And as always, stay awesome!